Om Shanti. We have Rituban from Navi Mumbai who shall be conducting today's Avyak Murli. Over to you, Rituban.
Thank you, Om Shanti, and a very good morning to everybody. So, the title of today's Murli is Be in your self respect to claim respect from others. And to start, we will hear a very beautiful song which kind of connects to the Murli very beautifully. So, let's relax ourselves and remember Meethe Bap Dada.
दीप में जैसे ज्योति है, सीप में जैसे मोती है, अंबर में जैसे तारे, फूलों में खुशबू होती है, भृकुटी बीच में विराजमान, रूप अनूप में आत्मा परम पिता की मैं संतान, ज्योति स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ। ब्रह्म से मैं अवतार लिए, देह का मैं आधार लिए, सृष्टि मंच पर अभिनय करती मैंने जन्म कई बार लिए, साथी मेरा सर्वशक्तिमान, ज्ञान स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ। परम पिता की मैं संतान, ज्योति स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ। शांत स्वरूप, शक्ति स्वरूप, प्रेम स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ। पवित्र स्वरूप, सुख स्वरूप, आनंद रूप में आत्मा हूँ, आत्मा हूँ। शांत स्वरूप, शक्ति स्वरूप, प्रेम स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ।
So, when Baba comes, Baba gives us a very different self respect. Baba says respect is not something that you seek from outside, but Avinashi, constant self respect that we create for ourselves is not just that I'm a soul, but I'm a pure soul, I'm a loving soul, I'm God's child. These are the kind of self respect that Baba gives us, which are constant in nature, Avinashi, always there with us. So, with that self respect, let's start reading today's Murli. Bapdada says, today Bapdada is seeing the children from all four directions who have self respect. So, let me create that awareness of the self respect that Baba has given to all of us and who are respected throughout the Kalp. So, Golden Age, Silver Age, Copper Age, and Iron Age. Baba says, who are respected throughout the Kalp. Because you claim the authority of your kingdom, receive respect from the subjects, and for half a kalp, you receive respect through bhakti. So half the kalp we respected as kings, and we have our own kingdoms. We have that authority of Vishwarajya, Baba says, and half the kalp, which is Copper and Iron Age, we receive a lot of respect from bhakts. So let's for a couple of minutes create that awareness that Baba gives us of our self-respect. I, the being who has been through this journey of entire circle, experience yourself in the golden age and silver age. Experience the authority of your own kingdom. Vishwarajan very lovingly giving sustenance to your entire kingdom. The highest form in this entire kalp. And then that form of you that is respected in Copper and Iron Age, where you become worship worthy. You are that soul, and that is self-respect that Baba gives us. Then Baba says, the Father himself has given you children respect. Baba has made you from maids and servants of the feet onto the crown of his forehead. That's again a very beautiful self-respect that we can have, that we are the crown of God's forehead. Those who claim such great self-respect are respected by others. Baba always keeps the children ahead of him. He sings praise of their virtues. He comes into the corporeal region from Paramdham every day to give you love and remembrance. So Baba comes every single day from Paramdham for us, for me. Let me create that awareness. And through every day's Murli, Baba gives us lot of love and remembrance. Yaad pyar that Baba gives us. What a beautiful fortune we have. भाग्यवान आत्माएं जो स्वयं परमात्मा के साथ along with God, we're playing our roles in Sangam Yuga. End of Kalp, but a Sangam for us. me very lovingly create that awareness. तुम्ही संग खाऊं, तुम्ही संग बैठूं. I've got a company of God right now. Let me cherish, let me enjoy every moment of Sangam Yug fully and completely. Whether it is any festival, whether it is Dhyan and Yoga, or everyday routine, I keep Baba along with me. And Baba also comes every single day from Paramdham only and only for me. What a divine experience this is. God and God's family. So then Baba says to have self-respect means to have respect for others and to have respect of others. Baba receives the respect of all souls of the entire world, and the more he receives, the more he gives to all the children. One who does not give does not become deity. Now let's check for ourselves. Is there any soul, even a single child of God, whom I do not have respect for? Because Baba says, one who does not give does not become deity, and we are a deity soul. The entire world, every single soul is God's child. When God accepts them, I am nobody to reject them or not give them respect. So let me create that awareness. Whomever I meet throughout the day, can I give them respect that they are God's children and God loves them? This is very beautiful. An example, living example we've heard, we've experienced Brahma Baba. So then Baba explains, you saw Brahma Baba in Sakar form. He always saw the children in their future form of world benefactors. He saw the Kumars, the Kumaris. He saw the Kumaris, the Kumars, and the youth very little. Anybody knows what age was Dadi Gulzar, Hriday Mohini Dadi, when she came in Gyan? You can chat, you can put it up in the chat box in case you're aware. Dadis were very, very little. Most of the dadis were very little when they came in Gyan. But Baba used to give them so much high regard. Baba used to see them. Yes, that's absolutely right. 9 years. That's absolutely right. So imagine dadis were so young, so lit. I mean, so young in age, right? But Baba had so much respect for them. So Baba says, you saw Brahma Baba in Sakar form. He always saw the children in the future form of world benefactor. He saw the Kumaris, the Kumars, and the youth as the ones who are to challenge the great souls of the world. He saw them with respect as pure souls. He always considered them to be great souls who would perform miracles even more so than he would. ना बाबा हमेशा बच्चों को आके रखते हैं अपने से, and that's why Baba became first, because he kept everybody ahead of him. He never had that wish to be ahead. He would always say, बच्चे बाप से भी आगे, right? So that's how Baba became number one. In fact, we'll also see a very beautiful example of that in the coming slides. In the same way, he gave respect to the mature ones as experienced souls. So whoever he met, if he would meet somebody who is of his age, he would respect them that way. If he meets children, he would be very playful with them. So Baba would, respect every soul whomever he met. In the same way, he gave respect to mature ones as experienced soul, those who were the same as he was. In their worship-worthy form of world emperors, Lakshmi and Narayan are the first to be worshipped after the worship of Baba. He became number one in both receiving respect from the kingdom and in being worshipped. So Brahma Baba is worshipped one, as a Krishna. A lot of worship throughout the world. I think so many people around the world worship Sri Krishna because of the purusharth that Brahma Baba did. He became number one in both receiving respect from the kingdom and in being worshipped, because he gave self-respect and respect to everyone. This is very important. He created that awareness. Baba always used to be in that awareness of who am I? I'm going to become the prince of the new world. He was always in that awareness. I'm Sri Krishna. I'm going to be Sri Krishna. Nothing that he wanted in this birth, because he was always in that awareness of who am I, how high Baba takes us. He did not think that he would give them respect only if they gave him respect. We have so many such examples, right? Where somebody came to kill Brahma Baba. As soon as they saw Brahma Baba, they would really, just get intoxicated. They would either have a sakshatkar of the deity that they worshipped, or they would just get intoxicated in that uh, that those vibrations, pure vibrations. In fact, how dadis describe, so after the 7 days course, when dadis would take brothers and sisters to meet Brahma Baba. Brahma Baba would say, no, I would not meet them before you complete their 7 days course, because they have to know that they are meeting God in this corporeal form. So entire 7 days course, dadis would really explain to them that it's God has come, and God has come, and he is giving us sustenance through this corporeal form, which is Brahma Baba. They would really explain. And the first time they bring somebody to meet Brahma Baba, they would actually arrange for a chair just around where the person is standing, because Baba's vibrations and Baba's presence was so elevated that there were times that they would just get intoxicated. So, if they fall, they need to have some support. So dadis used to keep chair ready when they first time got somebody to meet Brahma Baba. That's the state Brahma Baba always used to, maintain. That self-respect constantly. He did not think that he would give them respect only if they gave him respect. Always respecting every individual. So, like I was saying, Baba didn't, want anything of this world. So, this what you see, you may have seen this in Madhuban also. In case you've been to Madhuban, this is the real hut of Brahma Baba. This what you see. The reason why Baba's kutia or the hut is called that is because it was really a hut. Okay, now imagine such a high soul, Dada Lekhraj, such a renowned personality. But when Shiv Baba came, he just gave everything, sustenance to all 350 brothers and sisters who came to Yajna. He took care of all of them. I mean, of course, through because surrendering it to Shiv Baba, but nothing for himself. Wants nothing for himself for this birth. Why? This world is going to end, right? There's a new world which is coming, that awareness. So Baba didn't want anything for himself. Whatever, even the buildings and uh, places for residents were made, they were all for children. Baba didn't want anything for himself. And this image inspires me so much, because just imagine the level of renunciation, right? Doesn't want anything. Such a beautiful state of mind. So let us, for a couple of moments, just remember the presence, the sustenance that Brahma Baba gave to all the children, and not just gave, but is still giving. We know so many stories of brothers and sisters in the foreign land where after Brahma Baba became Avyak, the services started. In fact, Brother David says, he was somewhere in Africa in one of the jungles where he was repairing a cycle, and suddenly he could see Brahma Baba. Why? Because he's still sustaining all of us, and all of us have that little experience, right? One very beautiful experience that I would like to share is whenever I am working, when I'm really engrossed, I just feel Baba is standing just behind my chair, and putting his head on my hand on my head, and it's such a comforting feeling, right? So all of us in our own little ways have experience of Brahma Baba and sustenance that we receive from him. So let us, for a couple of minutes, just remember Shiv Baba giving us sustenance through Brahma Baba. We've heard so many stories from dadis also. Kunj Dadi used to say once, Dadi did 7 days course of a brother and he said he wants to meet Brahma Baba. So Dadi came to Brahma Baba and what Brahma Baba was doing is, uh, grains, चावल या गेहूं चुन रहे थे. So was cleaning along with everybody in the yajna. So Brahma Baba said, okay, you get him here. Dadi said, no, Baba, I've told him that, God comes in you, and I've spoken so many things through the 7 day about you and Shiv Baba, and you come in that other room where he can meet you. Baba says, no, bache, get him here. So now Dadi said, what can I do? I was really feeling that, Baba is actually, doing this thing, and she wanted Baba to meet him in a nice, where Baba is sitting and giving drishti and all of that. But Dadi said, okay, because Baba said, I got him in. And as soon as that brother came in, and Brahma Baba stood up. As soon as Brahma Baba stood up, that new brother whose course was, who just finished his course, could see Vishnu in Brahma Baba. Couldn't see this form, but could see Vishnu in Brahma Baba. Then we've also heard how, Baba was once making gobar ke gole, that is used to light up fire and cooking and all of that. So gobar ke gole he was making, and one brother just asked security, saying that who is Brahma Baba? I would like to meet Brahma Baba, the founder of this organization, father of this organization. So security person just said he's inside, and so the person just came in, and while he just entered, Baba was making those gobar ka gola, and he was giving it to somebody, passing it on. And what that brother who came could see is Sri Krishna playing with ball, with all the other Gwaliors, like we say. That's the vision that the new person had. Why? For a simple reason, Baba always used to remain in that self-respect. So today, throughout the day, whatever we are doing, however, we are engrossed in our work, doing things, can we remain in that self-respect like how Baba remains always in that self-respect? Who am I? That awareness. And then one very beautiful self-respect that Baba gives us, where Baba says, one who gives respect and who receives respect. Sorry. One who gives respect considers anyone that insults or defames him to be his friend. The entire world is your family. Now, this is the Kalpa Vruksh, let's say, and we are all here. And the entire, all the branches, souls in every branch, they're all a family. The entire world is your family. You Brahmins are the root of all souls, all the branches, and all the souls of different religions have emerged from you, the roots. We are along with Mama, Baba, and all the dadis here in the roots of the Kalpa Vriksha. So everyone should belong to you. Those with self-respect always consider themselves to be master creator. Those with self-respect always consider themselves to be master creator, and they give respect to others. So in the Kalpvruksh, we are here with Mama, Baba, and like in a normal tree, it is the roots that sustains the entire tree, whatever the tree needs. We water roots, we don't water the branches, leaves, we water roots. Why? Because the roots sustains the entire tree. In that same way, let us create an awareness on this Sangam Yug, We are along with Mama, Baba, Dadis, giving sustenance of peace, love, happiness to all the souls in this human Kalpa Vriksha. Baba says, you are master creators who give respect to every being, every souls of all the branches of different religions. They all receive sustenance from you. Let us realize, let us bring that awareness how important our role is at this point in time. There's so many souls need so much love, peace, happiness. And we are the ones who Baba says are master creators. So then Bap Dada gives Yad Pyar, where Baba says Bap Dada is seeing in front of him the elevated children who have self-respect and who receive respect. With his drishti of respect, he is giving love, remembrances, and namaste to the children who are his companions. Let us very deeply experience Baba giving drishti with his drishti of respect. He is giving love, remembrance, and namaste to the children who are his companions. Those who constantly receive respect from the kingdom and are worthy of worship. That is how Baba sees us. Let us experience some moments of silence and Baba's very powerful drishti that we are God's companion. God gives us love, remembrance, and namaste every single day. What you can now do is, basis whatever we heard in the Murli today, make a note of 3 to 5 self respect. This is what you heard. 3 to 5, whatever you like. You could pick up 3 or you could pick up 5. This is what you want to practice through the day. 3 Swaman, self respect. Just make a note of it for yourself. And decide how would you want to practice it through the day today. For example, you could decide time. Let's say from this time to this time, I would practice this Swaman basis today's Murli. From this time to this time, I would practice this Swaman. Maybe 3, divided into 3, the entire day into 3. Or you could divide it basis task that you're doing. So 3 to 5 Swaman, self-respect, that you heard in today's Murli. It could be that I am master creator, I am at the roots of the world, human Kalputri, giving sustenance. I am Swarajya Adhikari. So Vishwarajya Adhikari, Baba says, authority of your kingdom, Vishwarajya Adhikari. I'm a, I'm a multi-million fortunate soul to have, God as my companion, Bhagyavan Atma. So whatever you like, make a note of 3, just churn, think about it. What is it that Baba said? And basis that, decide for yourself how would you want to practice Swaman through the day today. I'm sharing a link with all of you. You can write those Swaman and you could also write your names. I will share this with all of you just in some time. So then you have this along with you through the day. You know what is the practice that you would do through the day. So you can click on that link. Mention the self-respect and submit. So we have all the self-respect here. We've received 2 responses. Can take a couple of more minutes to churn, decide what is the self-respect that you would practice through the day. For brothers and sisters who've already submitted, they can practice right from now. They can create that awareness and experience Baba's very powerful Drishti, which becomes like a foundation through the day for this practice. Baba's blessings. We'll wait for a couple of more responses before we move on. Very nice. Thank you. Wonderful, Swaman, that all of you are sharing. While you continue to share, and I'll put this together and we'll share it in your WhatsApp group. You can keep sharing while I stop sharing the screen for now. But it's really wonderful. One very recent example that I can think of, Swaman, is when I'm sure all of us have these little experiences. Just very recently, we went for some seva, and there was some uh, kind of VIP kind of soul who was supposed to anchor the show, and and very I mean, Baba's child, Baba ke बहुत पक्के बच्चे, and had come to anchor the show, and was supposed, we were supposed to do it together. And she'd come along with her mother. उनके मम्मा के साथ वो आए थे, and उनके मम्मा जो है, she's not Baba's children, I mean child in the sense of following Gyan, but she'd come along with the daughter. And as soon as I reached the studio, what happened is, उनके जो मम्मा है, she looked at me and she said, ये बच्ची को, मेरी बेटी इंटरव्यू करेंगे, ये बच्ची को करेंगे. And I started laughing because it's like so that little small shrinked personality and person looks and says, अरे इनको interview करना है. And not even for a second, it's not about boasting, but then not even for a second there was a thought, oh my god, this is how they see me, or this is how they're saying. Nothing. She was a very honest soul, upfront, whatever she felt, she just said it. And I started laughing at it. And when that entire shoot happened, just towards the end, when we were kind of winding up, that same soul, okay, that same soul just came. She started clapping and she said, hats off to you, the kind of answers that you've given. Now it is not about us, that awareness that's constantly there. Even when Baba says, when we have that self respect, na apman na deha abhiman, neither that feeling of ninda, sthiti, man, apman, sab mein sthayi. There is no feeling of being insulted. There is no feeling only. There is no thought only of being insulted. Why? Because I am in that self-respect. Whose child? Whose work? Why am I here? For his work. Who is supposed to do that work? Simply that awareness all throughout the day. And then when such situation comes, nothing disturbs us. So constantly being in that experience of Swaman, that I'm God's child, who is getting done work through us. It's God. Whose work are we doing? It's his work. It's his seva, right? So then in that self-respect, any situation comes, not even for a second that thought of apman, or that feeling of inferiority, superiority, nothing. I am in that self-respect that I am God's child. Yeah? That's how some Swaman, self-respect, constantly creating that awareness of self-respect helps us. Yeah. On that note, thank you for all the sharings that you have done. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Rituban, for conducting such a beautiful session. We shall have a moment of silence and then we can have a meditation later. Om Shanti. As per the time limit, I would like to invite Rituban for the meditation. and we can do the churning part tomorrow. Rituben?
Yes. Very, very relaxed, very comfortable. Little time, creating that awareness. For ourselves. Let us pick up one self-respect that Baba gave in the Murli. I am a master creator. God, who is the creator of the new world, and I, God's companion, am a master creator. And someone to whom God gives love, remembrance, and namaste. What else do we want? पाना था सो पा लिया. In that self-respect, let me start my day with a very strong foundation of self-respect. And today, through the day, I will practice creating these awareness that I decided for myself and that Baba gave to me. Reaffirm to yourself, I am master creator. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Rituben. Thank you, all of you. We shall continue tomorrow with Rituben again, and we'll do the sharing part of the Muli tomorrow. See you tomorrow at the same time. Have a wonderful day. Om Shanti.